You're listening to the Daily Sales Tips Podcast, and I'm your host, Scott Ingram. Today, Jeff Bajorek is back with yet another great idea.
Think about the role you play in your organization. Maybe you're a frontline salesperson, an individual contributor. Maybe you're a sales manager. You lead a team of salespeople. Maybe you're a VP or hell, maybe you own the whole company. You know that there are people who expect things of you. You know there are results and outcomes that you are there to provide. You also know that there are things you need to do in order to deliver those results and those outcomes. My question to you is, are you doing enough of them? If you look back at your calendar over the last couple of weeks, yeah, I know you've been busy, but what have you really gotten done? You look ahead at your calendar, there's probably some white space there, probably not enough of those activities that you know you need to come up with as if they just come out of thin air, right? You know that there are things you need to do that you haven't planned to do yet. That same lack of planning is probably the thing that kept those activities off your calendar from the last couple of weeks. I was in a really unique position earlier in my career when I left one sales job, had taken a new sales job, but because I was 1099 with one and W-2 with the next, I had two computers with two calendars and I could compare the two. I will tell you that as busy as I wasn't getting a whole lot of work done. And I knew that in the new job, I had an opportunity to make a change and I took it. And I prioritized those activities that I knew would move the needle. And I knew that there were people who depended on me. I even had a bit of a microscope on me because I was the new guy, right? And I had to deliver, so I did. The result? Triple the revenue in a third of the amount of time on a weekly basis. Focusing on what works, worked. And there are a lot of distractions. There are a lot of things that come up. There are a lot of meetings. There are a lot of conference calls. There are, customer service issues that are going to arise. Are you willing to set the boundaries? My tip to you is to look back on your calendar, look forward on your calendar, and identify whether or not enough of those needle-driving activities are on it. And then make sure they get on it. If you can do that, you are going to be successful beyond your wildest dreams. I don't care which role in the company you've identified yourself as. But if you can spend more time on the stuff that matters, you will find that you get more balance left. You will find that you get more sales made. You will find more success at work and at home. And you're going to feel more in control of all of it. All because you sat down for 5 minutes on a weekly basis and said, where are those activities going to happen and when are they going to happen this week? Where is that activity going to come from? When you can answer that question affirmatively and confidently, it's going to make all the difference in the world. That's my tip to you today.
And that is why Jeff is a regular contributor and makes an appearance here on the show almost every week. One line really jumped out from me in this tip. Jeff said, "You're going to feel more in control of all of it." I've had a lot of conversations lately about stress and anxiety in sales, and much of that stems from the fact that there are so many things that aren't in your control. So control what you can control, and the first thing you can control is whether or not you act on this tip. For more about Jeff and the video version of this tip, click over to dailysales.tips/131. Then come back tomorrow for another great sales tip.